Humanity sets the agenda.
It is 12:36. You are listening to the Mid-Morning Talk on Slam Media with me, Mara Mukwanda. With the crime rate increasing daily in South Africa, some residents have concluded that the only way out is to arm oneself and protect one's family from a life-threatening situation. However, the controversial Firearms Amendment Bill of 2021 has proposed that the self-defense justification be removed from the Act and stricter requirements be imposed on hunters for proving that they are engaged in the hobby. To tell us more about what you need to know about what you need to know before owning a gun in South Africa is Tshepi Mmekwa, who is the spokesperson for Gun Owners South Africa. Good day, Tshepi, and thank you for joining us. All right, it seems we have lost Tshepi there for a moment, but Tshepi is going to be giving us information on what we need to know before acquiring a gun in South Africa. All right, I think we do have Tshepi back on the line. Good day, Tshepi. Hi, Tshepi. Thank you for joining us. Right. If you have any comments or questions for Tshepi, please leave them in the comments section or send them to us on WhatsApp. The number is 061 766 0355. And we're going to be finding out about what you need to know before acquiring a gun license in South Africa. And we've seen how the crime rate has increased in South Africa now more than ever, especially during this pandemic, where criminals have become smarter, or rather have found new ways to go about their crime. And what do we do as victims of crime? Do we fight back? Do we arm ourselves? Do we report it? Who do we report it to? Because we know that when we go to the South African Police Service, there is minimal service that we actually do receive from them. We do not feel safe in our own countries, and we do not feel safe in our own homes as well. So what do we do? Do we arm ourselves, or do we go about our daily lives praying and hoping that we do not become victims of crime? All right, Tshepi is on the line, so let us chat to her. Tshepi, good day. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a real pleasure.
All right, so quickly tell us, why would someone want to own a firearm? There are various reasons why people would want to own a firearm, and one of them in South Africa is for self-defense.
Correct. Self-defense seems to be a very important factor within the South African context. And we know that we have a very insufficient protection in terms of the SAPS. So the need for households to own a firearm has become increasingly more important nowadays. Now, it is important to note that a firearm is not for everybody, because with a firearm comes a responsibility that the onus is on you to know that you have people's lives in your hands with that firearm in your hand. But the need for a firearm has become very important within the South African context by virtue just of safety, and which has become now increasingly affected by the amendments to the current bill.
Mm-hmm. What requirements should be met if one wants to own a firearm?
Well, there are a number of factors. You need to go through the competency testing. Now, that entails doing an open book test, number one. Number two, that also a closed book test, which you need to write. There are references that need to be sent through as well. So you need to have, so firstly, let me just step back a bit. You need to have a passing mark of 85%. That's with your competency. That's right in the closed book test. And then
we've just placed on hold. I am chatting to okay, there we go. Hi, Tshepi. You may continue.
Hi. Okay. And then after going through your competency, it needs to be, after you've passed your competency, then it needs to be submitted to the SAPS. Now, with the SAPS comes also a few more requirements, because you need basically references entailing that you've never been diagnosed, or you are not prone to violence and things like that. That obviously that needs to be checked by SAPS. So, and interviews are done by SAPS, and after that, then your competency is submitted to SAPS. Then you have the long wait where it goes through the SAPS process. They validate whether you're a criminal by fingerprints and all of that, or have been convicted of a crime pertaining to violence or anything like that. And then once your competency has been granted, then you have to go through the licensing process. That means now you purchase your firearm, and then you have to register that firearm, and then get your card. So it's a very long process. Currently, competencies are sitting at over 152 days for approval, which is very long. It's supposed to be 90 days, but currently we know the shambles that's in the CFR.
Right now, when it comes to safety and security, especially with children around, how should a firearm be stored, and what other safety measures can we take?
All right. So every firearm holder needs a safe. Obviously, with the inspections that are done by SAPS, your firearm will not come home until you have a safe installed. Number two, around children, it is very important, and I speak from a point of a parent, because I am one, and I've got a 3-year-old and a 15-year-old, that they know that it's not a toy. Yeah. I've actually gone the extra mile and putting my 15-year-old through the shooting range as well, to learn the safety around a firearm. It's very important that you teach your children the importance and the dangers around a firearm, and things like being muzzle conscious and things like that, not pointing firearms, not holding firearms at any given time. It's very important that parents know to store away their firearms when it's not on them, and that children don't play around with firearms. I mean, they are a dangerous weapon.
Yeah, and I mean, we've heard stories where children took their parents' firearms and they used it on each other or on friends, because I mean, they were just playing. They had no idea that the firearm was loaded and the safety was off, and that's information that is important and that everybody needs to know. Tshepi, please stay with us. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I'd like to talk a little bit about the Girls on Fire campaign that was launched by GOSA.
No problem.
Don't be sheepish. Kurbani with Penny Appeal affordable and rewardable. For just 700 Rand in Africa, Gaza 3,500 Rand, South Africa and Yemen 2,000 Rand. You can reap the rewards of your sacrifice. Go on and do your bit to banish poverty. Only the best animals, 100% reliable and guaranteed notice of your Qurbani done. Call 031 1100 573 or visit www.pennyappeal.org.za to book your Qurbani today. WhatsApp 081 407 2753 for more information. Trust us to deliver your sacrifice where needed most, allowing you to reap the rewards of this blessed action. Penny Appeal. Small change, big difference.
Kids these days are smart, and when you're competing for their attention against their smartphones, you need to make smart choices, like using Sunfoil triple refined pure sunflower oil in every meal you make. It's naturally cholesterol-free and approved by the Heart and Stroke Foundation as part of a balanced eating plan. So whether you're cooking, frying, or baking, you get the great tasting results that'll get their attention faster than the latest app. And if that doesn't work, change the Wi-Fi password. Sunfoil. Now we're cooking.
Africa. As the crisis in Palestine continues, the Africa Muslims Agency teams are on the ground facilitating emergency food and medical assistance to the affected families. Donate 15,000 Rand or any amount and help the people of Palestine. Call AMA now on 083-251-9376 or donate online at africamuslimsagency.co.za. Africa Muslims Agency, inspiring the spirit of giving.
Once again, Maulana Timol will be doing the annual Qurbani. Many people in the villages live well below the poverty line and only eat meat on the days of Eid al-Adha. Support this cause at 1,785 Rand for 7 shares or 255 Rand per share. Contact Maulana Timol, Maulana Sajjad, Maulana Hamad or Maulana Abbad on 011-852-6324 or 8613. or 072-299-9268. All slaughtering will be supervised by a team of ulama. Visit www.operationqurbani.org.za.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media.
Welcome back. You are listening to the Mid-Morning Talk on Salam Media, and today we are getting some information and safety tips on what to do when you want to, or if you want to own a firearm in South Africa, with Tshepi Mmekwa, who is the Gun Owners South Africa spokesperson. Tshepi, thank you for staying on the line. Now, Gun Owners South Africa has launched a Girls on Fire campaign. Why is this campaign relevant in our times?
Well, the campaign is relevant in our times as we see a need for women to stop being victims. We want women to take safety into their own hands and not wait for a nice and shining armor to come and rescue them. Mm-hmm. We believe women are very capable of protecting their own family. We know that most women in South Africa are the ones who are always with their children. They're always either at home. But, we know that women do a lot of things for the family, and therefore their safety is paramount. We believe that the only way a woman can ensure that she is protected is through a firearm, but doing it legally and doing it the correct way, getting the correct training, being up to speed with what goes on in and around your home and protecting your family. We know most cases that when a home invasion happens, they are always going to go for the stronger person within the family, and most of the time it is the father or the husband or the male in the home. We believe that women can take up the challenge of actually protecting their families. They don't expect little Tshepi to come from behind of her very tall and big husband and come and rescue the family. But they're certainly going to go after my husband. So we believe that women are the key to resolving a lot of home invasions. Also, the importance of women of protecting themselves against being attacked, even in their own home. When you're trained as a woman to use a firearm, the likelihood of somebody getting into a gunfight with you or trying to attack you, even in your own home, are very unlikely because they know you know how to use that weapon. Therefore, it is important that women fight for their own safety and that of their families.
So how can we get more information about the campaign and any upcoming events? I saw that there was an event in January and I'm so bummed because I missed it. Oh, yeah.
Don't worry. There are, so if you look on the Girls on Fire page on Facebook, you will see all the upcoming events. Obviously now we had to take a pause because of the COVID-19 restrictions. But as soon as obviously we get the go ahead to be able to open up events and just have little gatherings, we will certainly continue with those campaigns. So watch out for all our Facebook updates, and there's always a link to sign up for certain events. And for all ladies to come and join. So it is not the end of the world. We'll still be hosting you very soon, we promise.
Awesome. I can't wait to join and be part of the next event. Now, back to owning a firearm. How much does it cost to legally own a firearm in South Africa?
Well, it depends from registered trainers, what they charge. But I'll give you an example. Tat Shack is currently having a competency a course for all types of for all 4 types of firearms at around 2,300. That means basically that is your handgun, your shotgun, your self-loading rifle, your automatic loading rifle, and so on. You can do the competency for all of that for 2,300. There is a small amount to pay in terms of SAPS. I think it's less than 100 Rand right now, where you hand in and you basically submit the paperwork for after you pass your competency. And then there is the matter of actually purchasing a firearm. Now that can range from anything from a good firearm, anything from about 8,000 to 20,000. It's up to you and what is comfortable for you. It's much like purchasing a vehicle. Not everybody's going to buy a 4x4. Not everybody wants a little car. So it's going to go, number one, with what is comfortable for you. And that's why we have these Girls on Fire events, so that a woman can understand what they'll be getting themselves into in terms of the size of firearm they're looking for and what is more comfortable to carry on a day-to-day basis. So those are more or less the fees. You can't exactly pin it down. It depends where you go, really. But that's round about what it should cost.
All right, Tshepi, thank you so much for your time and for sharing that information with us. I know it has been very informative for me, and I'm definitely going to be looking towards that event, the Girls on Fire event. So yeah, you'll find me there next time.
Please join us. Please, it will be a pleasure. And anybody else who wants to join in, remember, this is not for experts. This is for people who just want to know what number one it would feel like to pull a trigger. That's the first step. Then you can decide after that if it's for you or not for you. So this is an empowerment tool for women.
All right. So thank you so much, Tshepi, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That was Tshepi Mmekwa on the line, the spokesperson for Gun Owners South Africa, taking us through the safety and security tips if you want to own a firearm in South Africa. And there are a lot of requirements that need to be met. You need to go to through the legal procedures if you want to own a firearm in South Africa, because if you go through the illegal way, there's a whole lot of fines that you're going to have to pay. You might even face jail time for obtaining an illegal firearm. So go through the correct stages, go through the correct procedures, and also make sure that you teach your children that it's not a toy. We've had many incidents where kids were killed, kids died because of playing with a firearm that they thought it was a toy. You know, they see these things on the television and, you know, they want to try it as well. And unfortunately, it resulted in the deaths of friends or other siblings in the home. So if you are going to have a firearm, make sure that you educate your children about it, teach them about the safeties, and do not leave firearms just lying around everywhere in reach for them. That's why it is a recommendation, a requirement rather, to have a safe in the home. So for more information, you can visit GOSA, Gun Association of South Africa, and you can also go to the Girls on Fire Facebook page, where you'll have a host of information, as well as the upcoming events, which aren't taking place now due to COVID restrictions. But yeah, we are staying at home. We are doing our best to try and curb the virus, as we are in level 4 of the lockdown. We have gone back to level 4 of the lockdown because of this new Delta variant. So guys, stay safe, stay at home, social distance, and sanitize, wear your masks, very importantly. That, yeah, if you don't need to go out, then don't go out. There's absolutely no reason for you to go out and spread the virus, because think about the people at home. You might be able to handle it, but someone at home might not be able to. Think about your old parent at home. Think about your young child, which we've learned that the Delta variant is affecting young kids now. So think about those people. Don't be selfish, and yeah, stay at home instead. That brings us to the end of the show for today. I will be back tomorrow from 11 to 1 p.m. right here on Salam Media. Please share your comments, questions, queries, or suggestions with us, and let us know what you think, what topics to discuss, what guests you can suggest, and we will gladly look into that. But for now, once again, stay safe, and join me once again tomorrow. For myself, Mara Mukanda, and the Salam Media team, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.